Hi sweets, I hope you're having a great start of the week. We're going to go to what we are here at this tutorial. I'm gonna try for the first time the Milani Conceal Plus Perfect Foundation Stick and the concealer. I was really waiting for this to arrive to my local drugstore. Actually, I got this in Walmart, but it took a really long time for this product to arrive to my country. So finally it has. I hope that this is my shade. And this stick, I think, got around 2 weeks before the concealer. I got my foundation stick in 225 natural, and the concealer I bought it in Ivory Rose because it has this kind of a pinkish undertone that it will help me cancel a little bit the darkness that I have in my under eye, or is what I'm expecting it to do. And the rest of the video I will try my best to use everything from Milani. The only two things that I'm missing from Milani is mascara, which I know they have launched a couple of them, and the review of the opinion overall it is that they are good, but I kind of forgot and I didn't grab one. And the other product is for eyebrows, and that is, I didn't buy one because I'm really happy with what I'm using right now, and I wasn't looking forward to try a new product for eyebrows. So those are the two items that I'm missing from Milani. So those two parts of my makeup I will be doing off camera, and then we're gonna come back. So let's just start. I have already moisturized my face, and I'm gonna use the two primers that I have from Milani because one is Prime Perfection, and this is a hydrating and pore minimizing, and the other one is the Strobing. So I want the hydrating part of this one, I want the glow from this one. I'm gonna mix the two primers together, mixing them in the back of my hand, and I'm going to dot it in my face. I'm going to rub it in my entire complexion. Now that we have that done, I'm gonna go with the stick. Supposedly this is going to give me a natural finish, and also it is a medium coverage foundation if I'm not mistaken. I'm happy with that. I will try to work it in my skin to look as natural as I can get. As I said, I bought it in the shade Natural. I'm using my Crown Flat Bronzer. This is kind of like a bulky brush, but it's really good for cream products or to apply cream products. Well, with just one application, and I really buffed it into my skin. This is a light coverage foundation. I'm going to build it up to a medium, but as I said, I try to work it in my skin to get a really natural finish. I was more than happy with the result that I got with the first application, but for this video's sake, I'm going to try to build up the coverage. Matches me perfectly, by the way, and it is buildable and really easy to build it up. So what I can do tell at this moment is that it doesn't emphasize anything in my skin. It is buildable, so it has a natural finish. It's extremely easy to blend. And so far, I'm not getting that itchiness that I get from some drugstore foundation. I'm going to leave my complexion just like this, and I'm going to start with my eye look, which is rare for me because usually I like to finish up my entire complexion and then jump to eyes. But the look that I'm going to do for today's, I will have to clean it up a little bit in the edge, and it is easier if I haven't set my complexion. Just for primer, my Milani eyeshadow primer. This is the one that I use this almost 90% of the time. So I just got a little bit in the tip of my finger, and I'm gonna work it in on my lid from my lash line towards my brow arch. I'm going to use two palettes from Milani. I'm going to use this Soft and Sultry, and I'm going to use Bold Obsessions. I'm going to start with Soft and Sultry with, I'm going to do a mix of these two shades, Soft Touch, this one, and Smoking Hot. I'm taking from both shades, and I'm using my Azeredo Cosmetics from the Reina del Caribe Volume 2. And I'm gonna place this above my natural crease, and I'm gonna work it into my crease when I'm nearing my inner corner. And then I'm going to work it as well in my outer corner. I'm building the color. I'm starting again. I start in my outer corner in circular motions. Now a little bit above my natural crease, and then what I have left over in my brush, I'm gonna work it into my crease going towards my inner corner. Now I'm gonna use Bold Obsessions, and I'm gonna go to this reddish tone named Red Between the Lines, and I'm using my Luxie 229, and this one I'm gonna place it in my outer corner. I'm just placing the tip of my brush, tapping the color first to get as much pigment as I can in this area. And what I have left over in my brush is the one that I'm going to work it into my crease in small circular motions, because I don't want it to go any further up or down than my crease. Now for my mobile lid, I'm not gonna do a cut crease, but I want to pop or intensify a little bit the shadows that I'm going to place there. So I'm going to use the concealer. It has a flat doe foot applicator. That is good because maybe you can use this to some application directly in your lid. So with my ring finger, I took a little bit of the concealer from the back of my hand, and I'm placing it in my mobile lid, and with tapping motions I'm blending it at the same time. I'm going to use this Crown Oval concealer brush to apply. I'm going to go with two shades. First I'm going to start with this kind of a grayish tone, is Slate All Day, and this one I'm going to place it really near my inner corner towards half of my mobile lid. And I'm gonna go to this blue shade named Smoke Signals. Still, I'm using Bold Obsessions palette. I haven't changed that. Remember to really tap the excess because this satin shades has a lot of kickback in the pan, so make sure to really tap the excess to avoid fallout. I'm just tapping it into my lid and really tapping it where the colors meet. First I'm going to the reddish shade, or on top of the reddish shade, and then I'm going on top of this kind of a grayish tone. I'm going back to the Soft and Sultry palette and to the two shades that I applied firstly. It was Smoking Hot and Soft Touch. Again with the Azeredo Cosmetics Reina del Caribe Volume 2, just to help blend this area here where all the shades meet. Now I'm gonna do a liner, and I'm gonna use this from the Stay Put Waterproof Eyeliner. This is Slate With Me. It is in black. It is a kind of a charcoal gray. So I'm going to apply it. I'm gonna do a regular liner, and then I'm gonna smudge it with one of the darkest shade that this palette offers. And I think I'm gonna go with the Soft and Sultry palette with the shade Untamed. It is in black. It is a really rich brown shade. And I'm using my Sigma E21. And I'm going again all over liner with the same shade on Tame. Now we are getting to where I really want it to be. And now that we have that done, I'm gonna take makeup remover wipe and clean or chart this edge here. That is the reason why I didn't finish up my entire complexion before my eyes, because I wanted to have this really crisp. Now I'm gonna go to my bottom part and I'm gonna go to Untame with the Sigma E21, and I'm going to go with the same line that I have already drawn in my top part. I'm just going for continuance. I'm only going to place this just to the half of my bottom lashes, and I'm working it exactly on top of my bottom lashes. And I'm going to use from the Bold Obsessions palette the red shade again with the Luxie 101. And I'm gonna smudge it a little bit. Now I'm gonna do my, you see the difference between having this lifted eye look versus this one. My eye without any mascara, it isn't near finished my eye look, and it look so lifted, this eye, and this eye looks so dreamy, sad, and really not flattering to myself. So now I'm gonna finish up this eye. I'm gonna do my eyebrow, and I think I'm gonna lashes, and that are from Milani. So I'm gonna do the entire eye look, and then we're gonna come back to do the rest of my complexion and lips. The eye look is almost done. I did my eyebrows, I finished up my right eye, I curl my lashes, apply mascara, and put on some falsies. And now we're gonna go for the rest of my complexion. So now it is the concealer's turn to be used, and nothing. I have already cleaned up my under eye, as you saw when I was trying to sharpen up my eye look, and I'm going to apply a couple of dots of this shade in my under eye and in all the places that I would normally want it to be brightened. And I'm going to use my Sephora Pro 57 brush to blend it into my complexion. It is a lot more brightening than what I would normally go for, but still it is workable, and I don't mind with this eye look because it is really dark, so that will help a lot. It is really easy to blend. It blends perfectly into the foundation. I'm gonna apply a little bit in this area, and it's going to help me to really crisp up this. I haven't emphasized any texture in my under eye. It looks really nice so far. It haven't creased, and my under eye doesn't look dry. I'm going to take the same brush that I applied my foundation to even up a little bit my temples. And now that we have that cover, I'm gonna use the Milani Make It Last setting powder. This is translucent, light to medium. I don't have any creases in my under eye, so I can go directly with the powder. Now that I have set the concealer, I will have to say that I'm sticking to my first impressions. It doesn't emphasize anything. It is smooth, really nice. I don't have any creasing yet. I like the color, I like the texture. My under eye doesn't look dry. So far it is a really nice concealer. It is in full coverage, which I really appreciate. I'm going to set the rest of my complexion with my Conceal Plus Perfect Shine Proof Powder. This is in the shade Natural Light. To set the rest of my complexion. And I'm just buffing this powder to the rest of my face. And I didn't make the observation that I have been having this foundation for at least 40 minutes. And it is a little bit tacky to the touch, but not much. So if you don't want to set it, you can actually get away with that. Well, now that everything is set, nothing has moved, everything looks really good so far. Now I'm gonna give warmth to my face, and I'm gonna use the Milani Bronze XL. This is in the shade Fake Tan. I'm gonna take from both of the shades, and I'm going to apply it in the hollows of my cheek and blended it going upwards. Now the sides of my forehead and my chin. Now I'm gonna go for blush. And for it, I'm gonna use the Milani Powder Blush. This is in the shade Romantic Rose. And I'm going to apply it in my cheeks and going upwards. I'm going to apply a little bit more. For highlighter, I have a couple of options, but I'm going for this Milani Instant Glow Powder. This is in Strobelight Afterglow. And I'm gonna start with the high points of my cheek, emphasizing it in the higher area and working it to blend with everything that I have applied in my cheeks. There. A little bit on top of my eyebrows, in my Cupid's bow, in the initial part of the bridge of my nose, and in the flat area of my nose. I'm going to use this round crease brush to apply highlight in my brow arch first. And now I'm gonna go for my inner corner. To finish up, I'm gonna go for lips, and I'm gonna use this liquid lip color. This is Amore Shine. First, I'm gonna do my Cupid's bow. Now the sides. Now my bottom lip, first the center. And to set everything in place, I'm gonna go with my Milani Make It Dewy. So sweets, this is it. This is the final look. I really like how my face and my complexion look. For the first time, well, not for the first, well, yeah, it is the first time. For the first time, I like better my complexion rather than my eyes, and that is good because the main idea or the main focus of this video was complexion. So I achieved that, and I think the deal with my eyes, it is that it had been really long since I did a really dark look in my eye. So I'm trying to get used to that, and especially because we are in spring, and in spring we use a lot of colors and not so dark in the eyes, and maybe that is what is making it for me difficult to adjust to the eye look. But besides that, I really like this Milani foundation stick. I also like the concealer. I think I'm gonna have another shade because usually I go for a little darker in my under eye, if that makes sense. I don't go for such a brightened under eye. But besides that, it really flattered me, or it really helped me a lot because of today's eye look. So I'm not regretting it. If you did like this video, press the like button. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do so. I really appreciate that. And if you want to get notified every time I upload a video, press the notifications bell. And I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.